back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I made my last video. I was supposed to be posting another one, but things got a little hectic with this quarantine whole situation. Pretty much got a little busy, but I'm back today with another video, and today we are going to talk about OnlyFans. I'm gonna give you guys all of the tea on OnlyFans. And just things that I wish I would have known when I started off. So I watched a lot of videos on how to start OnlyFans when I first started, and a lot of them left out a few things. Like they were pretty vague, you know, sometimes with certain things. So I'm just gonna make sure I try to cover as much as possible. And you know, if I miss anything, if you are on OnlyFans and you have another idea, another way to promote, or anything like that, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so let's get into it. So first, why I started OnlyFans. So I've pretty much been fascinated with, you know, the adult entertainment industry for a minute. So it's always been something that I wanted to do, but I didn't quite have the amount of, you know, confidence to do it. And you know, there's also things like, you know, what are people gonna say? What is my family gonna think? So I was going off of that, and so that pretty much stopped me from starting it earlier and made me wait when I did start. So I started January 1st of 2020, and then I stopped. I posted my last video January 21st of 2020, and then I just started back up on the 12th. So just to give y'all a little bit of a gist. So I'm gonna talk about a common misconception about OnlyFans. So the payouts. If you're trying to just do it like for some quick cash, you know, just something really quick, and you don't plan on actually sticking it out, the payout is not as quick as you would think. So when someone subscribes to your channel, right, they're going to hold the money for like 7 days, and then when they release the money to you, you then can transfer the money to your bank. And so then you have to wait for your bank to approve the payment into your account as well. So it could take up to like a week for you to even get your money deposited into your account. So it's like if you are trying to get like really fast money, like you need money today, don't think that you can like do it and then get some subscribers and you'll get that money, you know, today, because it's gonna take a minute, because, you know, processing time and all of that. So let's talk about how to start, how to sign up. So OnlyFans is not an app, which I wish it was. It is a website. So you go on the website, you sign up and you put in your ID and all of those things so you can get approved, because you know you have to be a certain age to do adult content. So you have to get approved. They have to make sure that it's you and it's not like a fake account or a fake person or anything like that. And so that takes about like a day. And once you get approved, you can like pretty much start making content immediately. You just have to add your bank. You add your bank, and then that's when you can add your price. So once you add a bank, you can put your price up. And I think it's a minimum of $3.99 or $4.99 starting price. Like you have to either do free or $3.99, $4.99 minimum. Put your pricing on there, and you know, browse the app when you start. Like look at all of the things that they offer. They offer many promotions. They have like free subscription links. Like you can send a free subscription link to somebody, you know, if you think somebody cute. You know, I've done that, you know, a couple times, you know, for somebody's birthday, or I just like send them a little free subscription link for like a day or two, you know. And you can change the duration. You can change how many people are even able to access the link. So if you want to be really like strict about it, and you want it to be just one person can access that link, you send it to the link. You send it to the person, and after they click on that link and they access it, that link can't work for anybody else, that discount link. So you're pretty much secured on that. So they have different discounts. They have different promotions. You have they have the ones where you do the referral promotions and things like that are really good to have on your account, because it gets people more inclined to want to subscribe, because they see you're having promotions or you're doing discounts. And so when you do discounts for a certain duration of time, people see that it's not permanent, so they're more inclined to subscribe right then and there. as opposed to like waiting later. They're like, oh, this is a sale, I gotta do this now, you know? Another thing, like when you're starting up, find your niche. So find out what it is that you're going to like pop out with. Like, what is your thing? What is gonna make you stand out as opposed to all the many other people who are starting OnlyFans, you know? So find out what makes you pop out and then profit over that. Like if you got like a fat ass, like show it a lot. Like if you got big titties, show them a lot. Like your most prominent physical features, like as far as in a sexual aspect, you want to make sure that you show those, because that's what they're going to look at. That's what, you know, brings in the money, because again, this is all about money, right? So that's what your fans are going to want to see, especially if they're following you on social media and you have more of a sexually based following initially, which I'm going to talk about that too, because not everybody has a sexually based following initially, and so it's a little bit harder for you to gain followers with OnlyFans if you don't already have a sexually based, like sexually pushed following. Like if you don't already post, you know, revealing things, sexual things, then it's gonna be a little bit harder for people to want to buy your content. Not saying it's gonna be impossible. You're just gonna have to work a little bit harder. You know, it's gonna be doable though. So it's just, you're just gonna have to put in a lot more work when it comes down to your promo and when you do your promoting and stuff. As far as promoting goes, so how to promote and gain subscribers. So I'm still navigating this whole thing because, like I said, I'm still pretty much starting out as well. Did it for a month and then I stopped and I started back up again. So promoting is like pretty much one of the most important parts of the whole aspect, because that brings people to your page, and then that brings them, that makes them, you know, want to subscribe. So what you put out and the sneak peeks and the snippets and things that you put out, that's what people are gonna see, and that's how they're gonna determine whether they're gonna want to subscribe. So it's about 4 main ways that I use to promote, and I'm sure it's other ways, but you know, if you have any other ways, you can put them in the comment section below. So one way that I use is Instagram. So that's pretty much how I got like a bulk of my subscribers, because I had like a little bit of a following on Instagram. And so when I decided to do the OnlyFans and I was promoting it on my story, I didn't promote it on my actual page, I just promoted it on my story. So when I promoted it on my story, you know, people decided to subscribe and things like that. And don't be afraid to send your link out to people, like especially guys, like any guy that has tried to talk to you before, send them the link, period. Just send them the link. Like even guys who you've been curving, just send them the link, send people the link. Do not be afraid to send the link out to people, because that's how you, the more you get it out there, the more people are gonna wanna subscribe. They're not gonna be able to see any of the content on there if they're not subscribing. So don't worry about that, don't be nervous about that. Nobody's gonna be able to see it unless they subscribe. You'll be surprised how many men that you know would actually end up subscribing to it. People that you didn't think would subscribe end up subscribing. So just send it out to as many men as you know, or women, it doesn't matter. Just depending on who you are directing your following base towards. So then we have Twitter. Twitter is a really lucrative business when it comes down to OnlyFans, if you can master it. So I haven't mastered it yet, you know, but we all learning here. But I found that Twitter, if you go on Twitter, they have a lot of OnlyFans promo chains, like where people put their OnlyFans stuff in their link and like 2 promo pictures or promo video or something up there. And so with Instagram, you can't show any nudity, right? But Twitter, you know, you can show a lot more on Twitter, you know, but that's depending on what you want to do. So if you don't want to put, you know, be butt-ass naked on Twitter, you don't gotta be butt-ass naked on Twitter. You can put thirst traps and stuff up on Twitter. You don't have to be 100%, you know, out there. But if you do the follow chains and you make sure you do hashtag OnlyFans when you post your previews for your content, you can link your OnlyFans to your Twitter, I believe so. And it like posts like on your Twitter when you put up a post. I might be wrong, but I know that you can do something similar to that. So if you link your OnlyFans to your Twitter, then people on Twitter start to see your Twitter followers. You'd be surprised. Like I said, people will subscribe. It's not a matter of like will they subscribe. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take. You're going to gain subscribers because it's always somebody who's going to want to, see you in that light. It's always somebody who's going to see it, somebody is going to be curious enough and be like, oh, I want to see it, and they're going to subscribe. So don't worry about whether you're going to get subscribers or not, because it's going to happen. It's just the amount of time. Everything takes time. So Pornhub is another way to promote. Now, if you decide to do the Pornhub promoting, I only put like probably like a minute up on there, or like, I put like it depends on how long the videos are. I've been making my videos a lot longer now. I've been trying to make them like closer to 20 minutes. I could put a snippet up on my OnlyFans, like 5 to 7 minutes, and then the rest I'll be like, oh, tip me for the rest, and that works. So, but Pornhub, if you decide to promote on Pornhub, you can put like a minute depending on how long the duration of the video is, and then you put in the title, your little cute title, whatever, and then be like, oh, subscribe to my OnlyFans for the full such and such minute vid, and make sure you watermark your shit. You have to watermark it. Honestly, on all the platforms, I would suggest that you watermark it, just because you never know. People are very, you just never know. So when you're editing your videos, I would suggest edit them on a nice app, if you want to do it that way. You don't have to. You could just put them up there just regular if you want to. People, it don't matter. People don't care. But make sure you watermark it. Even though OnlyFans watermarks it for you, watermark it before too, just to be 100% sure, because you never know. Somebody can, and the OnlyFans watermark is gray and it's little. Somebody can easily just wipe that out, So try to put something on there that people can see your Instagram, your Twitter, and your OnlyFans at. Especially if you're putting that on Pornhub, because people will download your video. People will try to, repost it and stuff and try to make profit off of it. So also, if you're going to promote off of Pornhub, you need to make a model profile just to secure everything. Just 100% secured. You make a model profile so you can monetize off of that if it starts to get a lot of views. So you make the model profile, you come up with your little model name, porn name, come up with that, because essentially, you are pretty much a porn star. You're making porn. You make your name, and you have your model hub, and it tells you about your earnings and how you can make the money on there, and what are the ways that people can, make money. But the best way to make money on there is through the views. And you can also sell videos on Pornhub. So, Pornhub is a pretty good way to promote. So another way to promote is dating sites. So dating sites are really not all that good, because a lot of dating sites actually just block you, or they block your account if they see that you're trying to monetize off of their dating site. I don't know why, but they do it. Tinder does it a lot. Bumble does it. So if you're going to try to do dating sites, just make sure you be a little bit discreet about it. I wouldn't really suggest putting it inside of your bio, just because of the fact that they do like to delete accounts once they see that you're monetizing. So, if you match with a dude, you can be like, hey, I do OnlyFans. Would you like to check it out? Send them a snippet, send them a link, all of that. Okay? So we're going to talk about creating content next. Creating content. So I said before that you got to find your niche. Find your niche and play off of it, and keep playing off of it. Now, do different things with the niche. Try different things out. Find out what it is that you're gearing towards, and then that's going to help you zero in the audience that you want. Because like I said, it's different audiences for everybody. My following might not be the same as your following, et cetera, because people like different things. So when you find your niche, play on it. Keep doing it. If you're really, really good at if you're good at riding dick, ride the dildo. Make different videos of that, So you can make videos solo or with partners. Now, I found that people, they like the videos with partners, but sometimes it gets oversaturated. Like if you're making videos with dudes and that's all you're doing is making videos with dudes, and you're not doing any solo things, people will be like, oh, I want to see her by herself, So try to switch it up a little bit. Throw some solo in there, and just make it nice and fun. Do some different toys and things like that, and also interact with your subscribers. So all of these people that are on here, they're on there for you. They're on there to see you. They're on there to communicate with you. They're on there because they could always go to Pornhub and watch regular porn, right? Or to Tasty Blacks or whatever. But they're on your OnlyFans because it's something different about you, because you're more personal. They feel like you're more in reach, even though you're not. But it feels different to them. They feel like they have a connection and they can just hit you up on there. So try to continuously form just little connections with them. You don't gotta keep talking to them like all day throughout the day. But just, if they're hitting you up and they're complimenting you on the video, just be like, oh, thank you, love, or whatever. Just say something nice. You don't have to continuously act like you care, but just don't be mean. Just try to be inviting to your subscribers, because at the end of the day, they're giving you money. You want to get more money? You never know. Maybe just talking to them nice, they might send you a tip. You never know. They might want to buy another video just by talking to you, having a conversation. So try not to be mean to the subscribers. Trust me, people are going to say some real weird shit to you, especially if you do promote through Pornhub. People are going to say a lot of weird stuff. Try to, block that out. If you're doing this and you're in this type of industry, you really got to learn how to just be able to let things kind of go over your head just a little bit, just to be able to just ignore it. Just ignore some of the stuff. If they're being very disrespectful, ignore them. You can take them off of your OnlyFans if they're being really, really disrespectful. You can block them on there. But, if they're just telling you how good you look all the time and they just keep saying it, just let them keep doing it. As long as they keep paying the money for, the OnlyFans, at the end of the day, you get paid. So my last points will be talk about retaining subscribers. So consistency. You have to be consistent. So one thing that I wish I would have done, so since I've started OnlyFans, I have made about $1,100. So with the first month I only did OnlyFans from January 1st to the January 21st. And after that, I didn't put no videos up until April 11th. That's when I posted my first, April 12th actually, is when I posted my first video. So that's about 2.5 months in between that I did not post a single thing, but people were still renewing their subscriptions to my stuff, so I was still accumulating money. Do I wish I would have stuck with it when I started in the beginning? Yes, because then I would have accumulated way more. But since I didn't, I lost subscribers and things like that. But there were people who kept renewing their subscriptions because they were anticipating me to, potentially post something else, or they were just really rewatching my old content. That's another thing. When you make memorable content, people are gonna want to rewatch it again and again and again. The thing about men, I'm talking specifically about men because men are just so simple. Men like to watch the same things over and over and over again. They like a lot of times men, they have porn that they just like to just keep watching. They watch that same video, over and over again. So with that, you want to make a video that somebody wants to watch over and over and over again, because once you do that, people will continuously renew the subscriptions so they can always come back and see that video. Okay? So lastly, do not be boring. So try to do as many different things as you can, many things as you can think of. Try new things, step outside yourself just a little bit, but don't do anything that's outside of your comfort zone. If somebody is proposing you to do something that you're just absolutely uncomfortable with, it's okay to tell them no. It's nothing wrong with that. People will try to propose you to meet up and things like that. And that's up to you whether you want to do it. Don't knock nobody's hustle. You do what you want to do. But you need to be safe about it. Make sure you have your location on and things like that. Because people on your OnlyFans can be anonymous. They can be anybody. They can lie and say who they are. They can make an account to subscribe to your OnlyFans and it just says user such and such with a whole bunch of numbers. And you don't even know who that person is. So if they can't contact you on your socials about meeting up or something like that, or you can't access their social media, I honestly wouldn't do it, because you really don't know who that person is. So with that being said, do I think OnlyFans is a good way to make extra money? Yes, I do. And then it's also, you can also set it to where you only get monthly payouts, as opposed to you cash it out whenever you want, or weekly payouts. You can change it to where you get monthly payouts and just cash it out every month. And so it's good to make money on the side, but if you do it consistently, it can be something that can grow into a big business. Like, it can definitely grow. You just have to be consistent with it, and you have to continuously do it. Don't leave more than like a 1 to 2 week gap in your content. Try to at least post once a week. It's a lot of people who post lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. Hundreds of pictures, stuff like that. Some people do that. Some people just do it once a week, twice a week. It all depends on you, but try not to make too much of a gap, because then people start forgetting. And, it's just better to keep it fresh on their minds all the time, because you get more subscribers. So, if you're trying to do OnlyFans, I suggest you go for it. So, down in the comments, make sure if I left anything out, feel free to let me know and put it in the comments, and we can talk about it. I think we should start like a forum for this OnlyFans. So, if you do OnlyFans, let me know down below, so I can check you out and everything. And so this top I got is from Goth Angels, right? I have a discount code for you guys. I'm gonna link it down below in the description box. And I also got this butterfly necklace to go with the top, right? So, okay, well, that wraps it up. That's all for today, and I hope you guys are staying safe in this quarantine. Just take this time and just think about everything, and don't let it discourage you, because we're all gonna get out of it eventually, So yeah, have a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.